All right, hello, my wonderful students. This is page 3 of Foldable. This is the third page of the Foldable for section 5.7, Solving Rational Expressions. As you can see, I kind of started this a little bit. My iPad got full, so it shut the video off, but it was so close into the video that I was just gonna continue instead of creating a new page. And I'm just gonna kind of go over what I did before we start working on some of the new stuff. Alright, so similar to what we were doing before, let's just look at the rational expression that we're going to solve. We have 2 over x plus 2 plus x over x minus 2, and it equal to 1. So the first thing I did was look for the LCD, which is the lowest common denominator. And I found that it was x plus 2 times x plus 1. 1, since it doesn't have anything, it's not a fraction, but anything over, this could be anything over itself to be 1. So I'm just making it the same as here. So the LCD, x plus 2, x minus 2. Alright, so we're going to multiply the LCD, and as you see we already did. We did this here. We are x plus 2 and our x minus 2, and we're doing that in order to clear the fraction. Alright, so I have my 2 over x plus 2 multiplied by our LCD, which is x plus 2 times x minus 2. And I already found that these were common factors, and I factored them out. And then we're getting now to the second one here, which is x over x minus 2 here, x over x minus 2. And then I realized that when I was doing this that the video had stopped. So let's continue from here. So we're multiplied by the LCD here as well, but I also see that this is a common factor as well, x minus 2 here. So I can divide out these two common factors. And then on the last one here, we have x plus 2 times x minus 2. But this is multiplied by 1, so it's just that. Alright, so now what we got to do is kind of rewrite what we have left, our simplified stuff. So we have 2 times x minus 2 plus, you can't really see it, but there's a plus symbol here. And then we have x times what's left over is x plus 2. And this is all equal to x plus 2 times x minus 2. Alright, so we're going to distribute these terms first, and then we'll go ahead and solve. So the first thing we do to distribute is this one here. 2 times x is our 2x. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Plus x times x is x squared. And then x times 2 is 2x again. This here, I know if you guys remember when we were doing the difference of two squares, this would actually be, if we go back from that, it would be x squared minus 4, because x squared minus 2 squared would be the difference of 2 squared, so we can go backwards that way to show this one here. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and, we're going to go ahead and combine like terms, so our x squared goes first. Then we have 2x plus 2x is 4x, and then minus 4 equals x to the x squared minus 4. I'm coughing a lot today. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move everything over from the right side over to the left side. So we're going to subtract x squared here, and we're going to add 4. So same thing here, we're going to add 4 under the 4, and then we're going to subtract x squared under the x squared, because we're not subtracting anything that has to do with the 4x, so we're going to leave that alone. So this comes down, and we have 4x is equal to 0. Now we're going to divide by 4, and we see that x is equal to 0. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our check. Let's go ahead and do our check. So our check is going to be here. Check. Let's actually go ahead and do this first. Boom. Always want to be good to box your answers. It makes it easier for everybody to see what you're doing. So we're going to check that x is equal to 0. So under that, we're going to plug this into the original equation here. We have 2 over x plus 2, which is 0 plus 2, since x is 0, plus 0 over, because x, and then x minus 2 is 0 over 2, equals 1. Alright, so if we rewrite this here, we get that this is, 0 plus 2 is 2, so 2 over 2, plus 0 over negative 2, equals 1. Well, 0 over any number is just 0. So and 2 over 2, any number over itself is just 1. So this is 1 plus 0 equals 1. And this checks out. that it is true. It is a solution. All right, but now we got to check for extraneous or excluded values first to see if we have any extraneous solutions. So we're going to check our excluded values. All right, so remember the excluded values, we use the lowest common denominator for that, which is there. So we're going to use our x plus 2 and set it equal to 0. And we're also going to use our x minus 2 and set it equal to 0. So we subtract 2 here, subtract 2 there. This reduces. We're left with x is equal to negative 2. And add 2 here, add 2 here. We're left with x is equal to 2. And we see that these two are our excluded values, and they're not part of what we have. So x cannot equal negative 2 or 2, which is good because we got x is equal to 0. So our excluded value does not interfere. So that means that we can write our conclusion now, and our conclusion is, therefore, x equals 0 is our solution. And go ahead and box that up as well. Let's use this blue. We haven't used blue this time. All right, and that was part 1 of Foldable 3.